Hey guys, how you doing today? Welcome back to my channel, Fox Racing here. I hope you guys doing well. I also wanted to wish everyone happy Mother's Day. Guys, I just want to shoot this little very quick screenshot for you today. I've always wanted to mention this in my videos, but I keep always forgetting about it. But then it comes to mind just today when I was going through my phone. I wanted to clean up some of the data through my phone, clear some of the cache, which is something that I do regularly, to keep my phone from overloading and overheating. Also, sometimes that's where actually sometimes makes your phone get hotter. And then at one point, I wanted to shoot this video to tell you guys about the privacy. Guys, I've always mentioned the privacy and location on our phones, that most of our phones have location, and once you turn your location on, you're more likely not going to be using you're not going to be able to use some of these apps, especially the gig economy apps. And more likely they will ask you to turn your location back on in order for you to use the service. So in this video, I just wanted to go through something very, very important that you guys need to know about it, and most of the guys, they might not be aware of. So our phones, every app has some of the permission that you allow your phone to access to, and one of the things that you don't want some of these apps to access your phone to is the microphone. Basically all these gig economy, whether it's Uber, Lyft, Instacart, Postmate, the whole nine yet, you list them all. If you use the app and you're online and your app has access to the microphone, so then more likely any conversation that goes between you and the customer, or when it comes to my case, if I'm in the car and I have, for instance, I have Lyft or Uber has access to my microphone, more likely Uber, Lyft has that ability to extract that information through from their servers. So every phone mobile app, transmit data between your phone and remote servers. So every mobile app transmits and receive data between phones and remote servers. Every company has a server, and there's people in every company, especially the software engineers. They maintain those servers and they update the servers every once in a while. And then and every company that has server has that ability to extract any information from that server. And if your phone has access to your microphone, they're more likely to get that information. So basically, guys, you want to turn off that microphone access to your app. So if you want through an iPhone, it's because I have an iPhone, honestly, and the only thing I have an iPhone because I'm an Android fan. So the only thing why I have an iPhone is because I have all the services, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, and most of them are horrible. Except for AT&T, I found out when I go to remoter places, I usually have service, and that's why I rely on it, and I use my iPhone for hotspot sometimes. And through your iPhone, if you want to turn because I don't have my iPhone with me, I left it in my car yesterday when I was done from work. So basically I'm about to go to work. I mean, I've been out, came back, took a rest for a little bit, and I'm going back out. So through iPhone, if you want to turn your microphone from accessing your app, you could just basically go to your privacy, go to your setting in your iOS phone, and turn go to your privacy, go to your settings, and then click on microphone and see what microphone has access to. If it has access to your gig economy apps, you just want to turn it off on just like say never, but through an Android, since I have Android and I'm really comfortable with Android because Android allows you to do certain things to set your preferences, so versus an iPhone, iOS. So if you guys want to sit with me for a little bit. I'm gonna actually show you exactly how to turn off some of these turn off the microphone from accessing your phone. And also sometimes when it comes to photos, you know, if you on the iOS, if you let your phone access your photos also, so basically if you send any photos through your app to your Uber or Lyft or Instacart, they basically would know exactly whether that phone with that app, because like for instance, if you have a problem, I've heard some Instacart drivers also where they have to submit some of the pictures for the items that they don't have, or they have to send pictures to the customers. I'm just saying honestly, I've never done Instacart. And also like if I'm driving and I had an incident took place in my car, right, and I want to take a picture of that, you know, the incident, that picture, you know, if it has access to your location, and Uber Lyft or any gig economy could access the photo and see, they could be able to see whether that picture was taken in that particular place. And then they could see all the information there, basically the date, the time, and everything. So through iOS, also you could do that, you know, by saying never that way. If you send a photo, it more likely it might not have that information. Like I said, I'm not an Android fan. I'm not a an iOS fan. So I have my phone are all Androids. So if you guys wait, I'm going to show you how to turn off the microphone through Android. If you bear with me for a second. So this is basically my Android. So I'm going to go to my settings, right? And it can show you clearly that I've been aware of this, you know, from the beginning. So this is not something new to me. So basically, if you go down here, I don't like the icons. I like the listing, you know, the list of my settings. So I'm going to go here where it says app permissions, right? And I'm going to go down all the way here where it says, let's go, I'm going to go to Lyft first because it happens to be on top of my my apps right here. And I will show you exactly through Android how to turn that, the microphone through your phone. Let's see here. This is my app right here, right? So here, basically, guys, this is through Android. You could basically force stop your app. You remember last time, you know, I shot one of the videos. I uploaded one of my video last time where you guys, most of the rideshare gig economy drivers were having a problem with their app when it was crashing. So there was three different options to do in order for you to reset your app. Is to force stop your app, or you could basically install and reinstall your app. But basically at this point I don't have no problem with my app, so I'm gonna go down here. Actually, guys, I'm specifically the permission. You see, I'm gonna click on my permission here. You see, I have all my most of them are unchecked, you know. I have the camera unchecked, but honestly, if I'm using my app and for instance, if I'm using my Uber app and my Uber app asks me to take a picture through my app, so more likely Uber would ask me to turn the permission. So that's the only time I'm gonna go and turn my permission on, so I could take a picture of whatever I need to in order for me to prove Uber Lyft that something actually took place. Contact, I don't want Uber Lyft to have access to my contact. My location, obviously, like I've always been saying, you turn your location from your Uber driver app or Uber Lyft rider app or Uber rider app or Lyft rider app, you're not going to be able to use that phone, because some of the apps that you have in your phone requires a must location. Let me turn off this location, the sound. So here, guys, you see the microphone is off. I don't turn my microphone, I mean in all my apps basically. But when it comes to Lyft and Uber that I've been driving for, even Juno back then, it went out of business. So microphone is always off, because honestly, guys, if you sit in technology, it's really crazy nowadays. Although we still live in uncivilized society, but basically every company has a server, like I mentioned in my video, and they have all the software engineers that they actually could have access to the servers, and they could extract any information from there. And if you have a conversation with someone in your car, or you delivering food, had a problem with the customer, and your app is on at the same time, you definitely, that conversation could be recorded. So I just want you guys to turn your microphone off. It's up to you. You can leave it on if you want. And I have most of them off. The phone is off. And storage, basically I like to keep that storage on. You know why? Because when I want to go click my cache, I want to make sure that all when it clears the cache, when my system clears the cache, it will clear all the caches throughout all my apps. So basically that's why I leave it on. And basically if we go to Uber also here, you can see basically through an Android, and like I said, it's the same thing on iOS. You just have to go to your setting, your privacy, and click on microphone, contact, whatever, and see if your apps have access to that particular preference. So basically, and here I'm gonna go to Uber. Basically, see, this is my Uber app right here, and I could install it, force it if you want. Here, permission, you see permission here. I'm gonna click on it, and I only have permission for my location with Uber app. Basically, you could turn the phone off also, right? It's not a big deal. And basically, like I said, my microphone is off here. So guys, I just want to shoot this video. Like I said before, I want to make sure that you guys know about this permission through your phone. Because if you're online, and if you're offline, basically it might not the app might not have access to your microphone. But if you're online at the same time while having a conversation in your car, whatever, they could have access to your conversation. I guess you guys, I hope this little information help you out, and I hope you guys doing well, and hopefully you guys have a nice rest of the weekend, and I will be talking to you soon if I need to upload some other information for you guys. All right, so you guys be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.